Anxiety can ruin your life. If you suspect you have issues with anxiety, please get some help. My name is Talonda, and I am here to help you find ways that you can create a calm and peaceful and fulfilling, high quality life for yourself. And a lot of times that involves doing some internal work in ourselves so that we can get the life that we deserve. And so I like to share my experiences with you in order to help you learn some tips on how you can achieve that type of lifestyle. So I want to continue talking about anxiety because I had a bout with my anxiety recently, but before I go into that, um, anxiety can ruin your life. And I know that because I've struggled with anxiety my entire life. I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, and I was always a nervous person, and that nervous energy caused a lot of problems in my life. And it caused me to make crazy, emotional, irrational decisions. It was just a lot. And on top of that, it affected the people in my life who I loved. And so I needed to do something about it. So not only did it ruin my life, it ruined other people's lives, people around me who maybe depended on me or loved me or needed me or anything like that. So I want to do a have a quick conversation with you about the importance of doing what it takes to find out whether or not you have anxiety. And I'm not just saying, saying it loosely, but the actual diagnosis of generalized anxiety disorder or any other type or form of anxiety, diagnosed by a mental health professional, or if it's something else. But um, anxiety can be very, very, very destructive in your life if you don't get a handle on it. So I would say, first step is if you feel like you might have a problem with it and you feel like it's interfering with your life, go talk to someone, go see someone in the mental health field, like a therapist and or a psychiatrist who can help you. Sometimes with therapy, that's all you need. Other times you may need a little more support, like medication, which is when the psychiatrists come in. So therapists and I would say psychologists and people like that, they are more about helping you work through things mentally, talking, using different approaches that don't necessarily include the use of medicine. But however, psychiatrists are professionals that focus specifically on getting you that diagnosis to see if you qualify for medication that may help just level you out so that you won't have a situation where you are unable to control it. So, for me, it was always a situation where I had to have some type of medication and or therapy, depending on the situation, depending on my lifestyle at the time. Sometimes I needed just one, sometimes I needed both. Most of the time, most of the time I needed both, even before I realized it. Um, but I would say that it's a start to at least get to someone in the mental health field. And there are so many options now, back when I first started getting help, there was not this amazing online network of companies that offer great mental health services where you can just do telehealth consults or telehealth appointments. Now, that's pretty much a lot of it, especially when it comes to mental health. You don't have to necessarily go into the office because they don't have to do any type of physical thing with you, like blood work and all of that. They don't have to physically touch you. It's more of talking to you, assessing you, giving you paperwork to fill out, things like that that don't require physical type of situation. So it's very easy these days to get in touch with a mental health professional so that you can really see if this is something that is really a problem in your life. And then if it is, it's very simple for them to electronically send a prescription over to the pharmacy if that's the route you want to go. If not, you can have it set up to where you get sessions of somehow some type of therapy. It all depends on what works for you because of course we're all different. We all have different situations. We've all had different backgrounds. And the thing with mental health is some of it is um, environmental, some of it is what's the word? DNA, like uh oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot. DNA related, you know what I'm saying? Where it's related to, it's what is that word? Does it start with an H? I know you know the word I'm trying to say. Hereditary. Some of it's hereditary, um, and then some of it's both. It can be a combination of both. So you won't know until you actually take that first step and start to talk to someone and they can kind of help you walk through things. It may take a few sessions, it may take one session. It all depends on your situation. Um, and a lot of these places take insurance. And if they don't take insurance, a lot of times they're able to work with you with a decent payment plan or some type of monthly fee that's not too exorbitant that will break the bank for you. So I think that if you just try, you'll find something out there that could work for you. But I'm very serious about this because if you don't get a handle on this, on anxiety, and if it's as bad as mine is, it can really, really ruin your life and cause a lot of havoc for you, unnecessary problems that you just could have avoided if you would have gotten help you needed. So I hope this helps someone out there. Um, Feel free to leave a comment, sharing your thoughts or asking questions. I can answer to the best of my knowledge. I'm not a mental health professional. I'm just sharing basically from experience as a person who has struggled with generalized anxiety disorder all my life and just sharing tips and knowledge based on what I've been through. So don't use my words as a professional opinion. Always go seek out professional opinion from a qualified mental health professional. And also, I would say uh, do it as soon as possible. Don't put it off because just like if you had cancer or some other serious illness that was affecting your life, your quality of life, what would you do? You would run to the doctor, right? It's the same thing with mental health. It's just that with mental health, we can't see it. It's not in our face. It's not always visual. It's not a physical thing. It's something that we can't see. So it's easy to ignore it, but it will get to a point where it won't be so easy to ignore and it will cause problems with your physical health. So please listen to me. If you really like what I am talking about and it resonates with you, consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. And don't forget to press that like button. Look forward to talking to you again soon. Take care.